Hey everybody, welcome back. Hey, I'm sorry. I've been very busy. As I've stated previously, I am an air conditioning guy. So my summers are pretty hectic. So there will be more stuff coming. If things start to slow down, I get some free time on my hands. All that good stuff. Today's a Sunday. I usually try to rest on Sundays. I try not to do a whole lot, but I haven't talked to y'all in a while. I haven't updated you. I know several of you have some questions regarding like USB mics, 6.5 millimeter connectors on mics, which I know can be reduced to 3.5 millimeter. But the problem is that if it's not a dynamic mic, if it's a dynamic mic, you can reduce that down to 3.5 millimeter and go straight into the StarTech.com adapter, um, splitter adapter, whatever. Um, if it is a condenser mic, you're still going to have to go into a power supply of some form, be it a phantom power supply that's dedicated phantom power, be it an iRig uh, pre or some form of iRig, or be it a soundboard or even a preamp. Okay, now if you have one that has a 6.5 millimeter connector, let me see if I can show you this right quick. I don't know how good you can see this, but let me see if I can get a good angle on this. Give me a second. Let me do something here. Uh, I don't know if you can see this or not. Hang on. Yeah. Okay. That is the connector that you actually want. Okay. It looks like an XLR that has a hole in the center of it. Okay. That accepts, and that big hole in the center of that actually is what accepts the 6.5 millimeter adapter. Okay. Uh, take with that what you will. But in the end, that's what you're going to need. But you're also going to need to verify as to whether that mic is a dynamic mic or if it is uh, a condenser mic, because a condenser microphone requires that phantom power supply. It requires a separate power. Um, they consume more power, um, but it's well worth it. The audio is better typically from a condenser microphone. Dynamic microphones are still going to be way better than your typical headphone microphone, uh, but probably not as good as a condenser mic. But if it is a dynamic mic, you don't need that power. So you can go just straight into that adapter. Again, I will recommend the StarTech.com adapter. You can purchase it from Amazon. Um, but at minimum, verify that it is actually splitting the whatever adapter you purchase splits the microphone from the headphones. And I'm not getting paid by StarTech.com on that adapter. Okay, I recommend it because it's been successful and has worked well for me. Okay, it's the only reason why I recommend it. Um, But there are other ones out there that do the same thing. It's just the one that worked for me, and it was in a decent price range. So, and I forget what it is. I think it's like $10, 9, $10, something like that. And if you're buying other stuff from Amazon, if you spend over 30, $35, whatever, it's free shipping. So, um, there you go. Um, so if you have a list of things to purchase, there you go. I do have things that I want to do. I'm wanting to. I've been thinking about. I've noticed at Target, at Walmart, at home. I mean, Best Buy. There are some other microphones that are out there that already come set up, that are dynamic mics, little inexpensive dynamic mics that are like 15, $20 that you can buy. Um, I've been, I'm thinking about getting one of those just to help y'all out. Not for my own, I mean, I love my setup, but just to help y'all out, just to kind of give you a review on those and what their quality is and all that. I know y'all been kind of somewhat waiting for a more long term review as well on my Behringer preamp that I had gotten, and that will be coming as well. I can state as of this date, uh, have had no issues out of it. Most of the issues that I have had have been minor, um, just software issues with the iPad itself, where um, if you don't start it up in a proper order, the iPad doesn't recognize the microphone. You have to go and reset power off the iPad, power it back on, have everything powered off, unplug the adapter from the iPad, all that good stuff. Then power it back on, then hook everything back in, power it up, iPad first, uh, then the preamp, then turn on the phantom power. Um, but for the most part, those have been few and far between moments, um, that I've had those issues. It's actually done very well. It's given me a little more adjustability on my audio when I'm singing. It is, um, in my book, a very recommended thing to do. Um, I've heard some people have had some issues out of them. Um, it's like anything I can tell you, um, that's made by man. You're going to have good ones, you're going to have bad ones. If the thing, if you have tried everything and the thing doesn't sound right and it doesn't work good, start trying to figure out where the problem is. Is it your preamp? Is it your microphone? You could have a bad mic, you could have a bad preamp, you could have a bad cable. Okay. Um, it could be numerous different things that are creating the problem. Um, Play with it. Don't be afraid to play with it and uh, play with the different features. The DB pad and um, the sound filtering and things like that. Don't be afraid to mess with it. Also, don't be afraid to mess with your Smule app settings. When you're in a song, you know how you can adjust the volume of your input and all that good stuff. Don't be afraid to mess with that. Okay, play with it and get it right. I mean, do just a couple test songs where all you're doing is messing with it. Maybe they're not going to be the greatest in the world, but it ain't going to matter in 2 months anyway. Um, so these are just some of the things that I've seen some questions. I figured I'd kind of do a video while I had a minute and kind of just let y'all know I'm still here. I haven't left. I'm not abandoning y'all. I've just been very busy with my normal work. Um, the job that pays the bills, and but we will be doing more stuff as I stated, and we do have some plans going on. So this was just a quick video handheld, so stick around and we'll keep you up to date.